What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Back in Bama with Corey, all about Bama football, just for the lifelong fans, just like you. Guys, the portal closed on the 16th of January on Friday. At stroke of midnight was the portal closing. However, that does not mean that players who already entered the portal aren't available for Alabama to pick up. I've already covered the names, but since it's closed on Friday, let me go over those names and potentially what those names mean. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and I won't take up too much of your time as usual. So as I covered this before, we got Josh Ford coming to Bama, as I said, tight end Oklahoma State, Caleb Woodson, linebacker Virginia Tech, Caden Strayhorn, offensive lineman coming in from Michigan, Devin Tompkin, defensive lineman USC, Ethan Stengel, long snapper, Syracuse, Adam Watford, punter, North Alabama, Jackson Shuttleworth, tight end coming in from Jacksonville State, Carmelo O'Neal, defensive back, Mercer, Kendrick Bingsley Jones, defensive lineman, Mississippi State, Lorcan Quinn, kicker out of Marshall, Ty Haywood, offensive lineman, Michigan, Noah Rogers, wide receiver, North Carolina State, Caleb Smith, defensive lineman out of Washington, Racing Delgatti, I just covered that, big pickup for the offensive line, Cal Poly as a center, hopefully, Nick Brooks, offensive line out of Texas, the Longhorns let one get away, Ethan Fields, also offensive lineman, which was the third pickup on Friday night out of Ole Miss, Terrence Green, defensive lineman out of Oregon. Guys, hit that subscribe button and give me a roll tide. Now, guys, what does this all mean, to the Crimson Tide? Will these additions, can these additions help Kalen Deboer for next season? Now, basically, the big picture is why does this portal class matters via AI, guys? Deboer's first full offseason priority at Alabama was, one, to stabilize the trenches, add experience and depth, fix special teams, add older and game-ready bodies. Again, this is AI generated. This portal class wasn't about stars. It was all about functionality, reliability, and competition. Now, let's look at the offensive impact potentially for what's coming out of the portal. It says multiple offensive line additions from Power 5 programs give Alabama immediate depth, veterans who've started games, and assurance against injuries. Well, first and foremost, the deeper you are in these key positions, the better your team can continue to perform and to perform at a high level as you get deeper and deeper into the season. If someone gets injured, next man up, you don't lose anything, and especially in intensity and performance and productivity. Now, why it helps Deboer? What does this help does for him? Is his offense thrives when protection is clean. We know that from last season. When Ty Simpson was untouched, he had a great game. But in big games, and we know those games, I'm not going to go back down that rabbit hole, but we know where the offense struggled when there wasn't good enough protection up front. Faster play calling, fewer protection breakdowns, better late game stamina. Now let's talk about tight ends. Adding multiple tight ends gives the board flexibility. 12 personnel looks, red zone mismatches, better run pass balance. Deboer historically uses tight ends creatively, especially in play action and motion sets. Now, they're really more grub than it is Deboer. Now, let's talk about the defensive impact and these improvements of getting players out of the portal. This is where Alabama needed the most help. They said lost production, inconsistent pressure in 2025, depth issues late in game. Now, these portal D-line additions provide rotation in pass rushers, interior run stoppers, experience versus SEC level competition, and high impact rotation players. Now, also too, let's talk about linebackers and DB help. While not headline names, these transfers improve special teams, add competition, allow younger players to develop instead of being rushed, and it also creates roster stability. Now, let's talk about special teams. Special teams struggled in last season. Alabama's added a punter, a kicker, and a long snapper. This is huge. Deboer values field position and efficiency, and Alabama struggled here at times. This becomes immediate noticeable improvement. Now, the bottom line is these players that I covered in 2026 will help Deboer, but not in a flashy way. What this class does is raise the floor, improve depth, fixes special teams, fits you into the Deboer system a little bit faster. Now, this is what it doesn't do. It doesn't replace elite 5-star recruiting, doesn't guarantee championships alone. Now, if Alabama takes a step forward next season, this transfer class will be a major reason why, especially in close games, road environments, late season depth. Okay, so guys, look, it's all to be determined. Okay, with Deboer's on the clock, as I've said in many of my videos, and it's going to be imperative for Deboer to do much better than he did this past season and the season before that, in order to, I would just simply say, to keep his job. But guys, you leave a comment. What's your thoughts about what I just covered? I think Alabama has pulled together some pieces to help them move forward into the 2026 season. Depth is going to be important in those key positions, offensively as well as defensively, because we want a team that is going to make a run in the playoffs for a championship. And again, the jury is out on Deboer. Deboer has a lot to prove in 2026. Guys, as always, thanks for the pull-up. Remember, back in Bama with Corey, all about Bama football for real lifelong fans just like you. This channel is for you guys, so be sure to leave your thoughts and your opinions about what I just covered. And guys, again, see you next time. Subscribe to Back in Bama with Corey, all about Bama football. Turn on all notifications and hit that like button.